Alright everyone, so the Wuthering Waves special program just ended in all honesty. I think this is going to be the best update for Wuthering Waves, like 2.3, easily the best update. All the content, all the updates that they've shown in those live streams, we're going to be going all over it, and by the time we finish covering it, you're going to see why I think this is going to be the best update in Wuthering Waves, especially the announcement that they had at the end. The announcement at the end that they showed, y'all are going to be shocked when you see it. And in my opinion, I think this is going to be a top 3 gacha game anniversary for me. Like, I think this anniversary is up there with Dokkan's 9th and 10th anniversary. And for the people who do watch this video that also play Dokkan, y'all know how good Dokkan's 9th and 10th anniversary were. So I think that Wuthering Waves 2.3, it's going to be on that level. So without a doubt, let's get into the live stream. So first thing that they announced is that they're going to be adding ray tracing into the game, which I don't really care for that much. Like, I think it's nice, but I'm not going to be using ray tracing that much. So for the people who do like ray tracing and who want it in the game, congrats, you got it in the game. But other than that, it's a nice addition, but I don't really care. Now onto the resonators. So we got to look at Zany, and one thing that I want to go over that they showed in her trailer is that she got hands. I did not know Zany had hands like this. Like, look at this. She got hands like this. Like, hold up. Like, I gotta look at that again. Hold on. Let's look at this again. Like, she got hands like that. Like, I knew she could fight, but I didn't know she was like that. And this is why Zany continues to prove why she's the GOAT. But anyway, in this companion quest, it's pretty much gonna be showing Zany's backstory and why she's working for the Montelli family. So I'm pretty excited for this companion quest, so it's gonna be very interesting. Now let's get on to Zany's kit, who I think her kit definitely is one of the best in the game in my opinion. She's gonna be very fun to play as. So how she's gonna be attacking is that, well, first off, she's a spectral gauntlet user, as you can, let me see, hold on. As you can see right here, spectral gauntlet user. And how she's going to be attacking, she's pretty much going to be attacking with her shield. And as you're attacking with her shield, as you fill up her, well, also I forgot to mention, she has a counter attack, as you can see right here. Once you dodge, you can actually counter attack with her resonance skill. And once you actually fill up her forte circuit, she actually can transform her shield into a greatsword, as you can see right here. And you can use this in battle, which I find to be pretty cool. And then her ultimate is probably my favorite thing about her, because once you use her ultimate, she actually transforms in. This is one thing that I'm actually glad to see, because I do want to see more transformation characters, just not only in Wuthering Waves, but in gacha games. So I'm glad we're actually getting another transforming character in this game. And when she does transform, she's going to be launching a couple of attacks, and when she announces her finishing attack, she's going to be plunging into the air and do a dive attack, as you can see right here. And this attack looks amazing, I gotta say. This looks clean. So overall, I'm very excited for Zany and how she's going to play. And I really just can't wait to play her, because I'm gonna be real, her kit it just looks really fun. I gotta see something, because this plunge attack looks clean. Like, look at that. That looks good. So overall, I think Zany's gonna be very good. I don't know if she's gonna be the best character in the game, but who knows? Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But she's definitely gonna be very good. I'm still gonna go for her. I have enough saved. Hopefully, I can get her, and I can get her. Hopefully, I can get her weapon. And her weapon. Look at this. This weapon looks amazing. It might be the best designed weapon in the game. It's either that or Carlotta's gun. It's one of those two. It's one of those two that are definitely up for best design in the game. So I'm definitely going to go for Zany, and I'm definitely going to try to get her up, because look at that. Look at that animation. That looks clean. That looks really good. Now, on to Shalcona, because Shalcona, she looks also very good as well. Now Shalcona, her path, she's going to be a 5. She's obviously going to be a 5-star, but she's going to be an arrow support. And she's going to be wielding pistols, which, honestly, I'm glad we need more pistol representation in the game. You don't have that many pistol users in the game, so I'm glad that Shalcona is a pistol user. And how Shalcona is going to work is her ability that she's going to be able to summon her clones of herself. Well, not as, yeah, I guess you could say clones, or you could just call them shadows, or you can call them just, actually, no, we're just going to call them clones. I don't even know what was going on at this point. But anyway, she's going to be summoning clones in the battle. And when she summons those clones, these clones are actually going to be supporting her and her ally. She can have up to 2 on the battlefield. And as you can see, when she switches out, let me find it real quick. When you switch out with her, the clones will stay on the field. So that's one thing that I'm actually glad about, that when you switch off Shalcona, the clones are going to stay on the field. So there's that. When you use her ability, she's actually going to be she's going to dash through the opponent, and she's actually going to leave another clone, but she can only have a max of 2 on the field. And once you fill up her forte circuit, once you hold left click, she's gonna summon a vortex that pulls all the enemies in, and then after a little bit, it's gonna cause an explosion. So her gameplay, it's pretty simple. You just summon clones with her forte circuit, and then once it's all filled up, you just suck all the enemies in. Pause. And then her ultimate's very unique, as you can see. It's like a rhythm game a little bit, as you can see. Like when I first saw that, when they showed this, it reminded me of Rise's Ultimate from Persona 4 Ultimax, where once you grab your enemy, you play a little rhythm game. So that's what it reminded me of. I think it's pretty cool. So I like how unique her ultimate is. This is definitely something I want to see more of, more unique ultimates like this. As you can see on the side, you can either choose whether you want to do spectral damage or apply spectral frazzle, or do arrow damage and apply arrow diffusion. I think it's called arrow erosion. I forgot what it's called. And with her outro skill, she's also going to be, not only is she going to apply arrow damage, she's also going to apply, let me see if I can find it real quick. She's going to give arrow erosion damage amplification to her allies. And excuse me if I just sound like, if I'm stuttering a little bit, I'm like very tired when I'm recording this. So there's also that. I've been up for like a while now. I stayed up long just waiting for this lecture to happen. So bear with me a little bit if I stutter over my words a little bit. So overall, I think Jalcona, she's going to be a very interesting support. I can't wait to use her. She looks like she's going to be very fun. And I think everyone should go for it if you can, if you have enough for Zany. And her weapon, we got to talk about her weapon because her weapon also looks really good as well. It doesn't look as good as Carlotta's, but this weapon by itself still looks good. Now onto the story. So for the story, we're getting a whole new main story. We don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's probably gonna be maybe 2 to 3 hours. And in this, we're gonna learn about Jalcona, her backstory. We're gonna learn all about that. This story, it looks very interesting. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in it. So it doesn't look that crazy, but I'm still excited for it. So now let's get on to the events. So the whole new Cube event that they have, this Chibi Cube event. It looks very good. I'm excited for this, and I like how they have this mini hub where we can control like Cube Rover and you can interact with all the other Cube resonators. This looks very fun. And for the event, I think my favorite part of the event is how you can actually use these cubes in battle. And as you can see, when you use them in battle, they all have unique abilities, as you can see right here. And not only that, you can bring in 3 different resonators, and when you do, you can actually bring 3 different separate cubes of the Chibi resonators into battle. And you can use all of their skills too, and they actually attack on their own too, as you can see right here. So this event does look pretty fun. And you can use these the cube resonator skills just by pressing Q as you would use your echo skill. And you can actually customize these skills as well for the cube resonators, as you can see right here with the module. You can pick any of these modules here. And when you use their ability, they actually get another ability added on. As you can see, when Cube Camellia is attacking, she gets another ability right here, which is a light beam. I forgot what it's called, but when you use that, she's going to be... My bad. When you use her attack, she's going to be using the attack that she has from the module. So overall, I think this event looks very fun. I can't wait to try and see how the cubes are going to play out. It looks very fun. And overall, this event it could be one of the best in Wuthering Waves, but I'm excited for it. And the rewards also look very good as well. Now, on to the next event. We're getting another cube event, except this one plays differently than the last one, where you're pretty much going around the map collecting rewards. It's pretty much similar. It's similar to the whole Monopoly event that they had in Honkai Star Rail during the first anniversary. It's pretty much that, except it's actually good. And it looks not boring to do, not like a chore. So I'm excited for this. When you do build up enough energy, and on the 7th day not the 7th day, just when you finish building up enough energy, you actually get to compete against all the cube resonators. My bad if I keep messing it up. And there's gonna be like this whole tournament that you have, and you can actually pick whichever cube resonator you have, and you can level them up to compete against all the other cube resonators. So this event also looks very fun as well. Next up, we have the... My bad. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Alright, my bad. Now, onto the banners. So, phase 1, we obviously have Zany with her weapon. And this is where it actually starts to get crazy a little bit. Yo, what's up? So, I'm currently editing the video as of right now. And I know there's a ton of outrage going on right now about the whole banner format and all the rewards in the anniversary update. So, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the whole situation, talking about what I think of it in a follow-up video after this, which will be uploaded hopefully in a day or so as of the recording of this video. We are getting a rerun of Jian, Yinlin, Zheji, Zhang Liao, and Phoebe. You heard that right. We're getting 6 characters total in the first phase. And not only that, you get to pick whichever one of these characters you want to summon for. Now, although we're not getting them for free, which I find a little bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world for me because I've been saving for a little bit, so I will have enough to like hopefully get Zany in at least one of these characters, because I'm hoping I can at least come out in the first phase with Zany, Phoebe, and Zheji, because I missed out on her banner and I lost my 50-50 on Phoebe. So hopefully I can come out with those three. And not only are they getting reran, their weapons are also getting reran. So I like this whole concept overall because this is giving not only players who missed out on these characters, it's giving newer players a chance to also get these characters. So overall, I like the first phase. The first phase of characters that are getting reran, amazing. I really I can't complain about this. Although I do wish we get to pick maybe one of them for free. It's not the end of the world. So overall, first phase, I like. Now, on to the second phase. We're getting Zhao Kona, and well, we're also getting her weapon. And second phase, we're getting Jinshi, Changli, Carlotta, Rashia, and Brand, all in phase 2. And we're also getting their weapons ran again. So I really can't complain about the banners. Like, if there's maybe one thing that I could complain about, which again, just I wish they would have given us the ability to select one of these for free, but it's really not that big of a deal because I've been saving, so I think I can come out with maybe a couple characters, but hopefully I do, and I'm just lucky. So overall, the banners, easily the best banner format that Wuthering Waves has ever done. I've seen a couple people complain about this so far, but it's really not that bad. It's honestly good. It's better than what Honkai Star Rail does with their anniversaries. I can guarantee you that. So overall, the banner format and the weapon format, I like it. Easily the best. Now, next up, we're getting another event, which we're getting a whole movie event where you go through levels which are pretty much like movies, and then when you do, they have like a mini hub world that you can explore. And when you can also go around getting resonators that you can use to fight in battle when you encounter an enemy in this mode. And they're bringing back the whole chain attack. I'm gonna call it a chain attack because I forgot what it was called. Synergy burst. There we go. Yeah, they're bringing back the whole synergy burst from that one event that was it in 1. No, but that was at 1.4. They're bringing back the whole synergy burst that was in 1.4. And I'm honestly glad that this is making a return because I thought this was going to be a permanent addition to the game, the whole synergy burst, because I really like this whole chain attack because it's very cool. It's a very cool mechanic. But when I found out that it was only going to be in that event and just not in the game permanently, I was a bit disappointed. So I'm glad that this is making a return, and hopefully that synergy burst, it does become a permanent mechanic over time, and in another endgame mode that they eventually add. So overall, this event, I'm excited for it. Oh, and they're also adding a new Phantom Echo, the Nimbus Ratch, which also looks very cool. And I didn't go over this before. I forgot to go over it, but they're also adding another Phantom Echo. They're adding the Phantom Treasure, the treasure monsters. I forgot what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. Those treasure demons. They're adding a Phantom Echo version of that. So I'm glad about that. We're getting 2 new Phantom Echoes. And I do wish we get more Phantom Echoes because the Phantom Echoes, they are very cool, and there's really not much in the game. So I am glad that we are getting more, and I do hope that we keep getting more. So overall, I'm glad that we're getting 2 new Phantom Echoes. And for the login, so we're getting our usual login, our 5 standard wishes, and then our 5 limited wishes, which obviously this is fine. And then, not only that, we're getting 300 Astrolite. I know it's not much, but we're getting 300 Astrolite for the other login that we're getting during the anniversary. And then this right here, we're gonna get into this in a couple minutes. It's a very cool thing that I'm glad they're adding. They're adding the whole the wave plate event where you spend and then you can pick tiles to get rewards. They're adding this event as usual. And that's really all that there is for our events. I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's all that there is for events. Now, on to quality of life. Now, the quality of life updates that they showed, I'm glad for all of them. All these quality of life updates are very good. So first off, they announced that they're going to be adding glider skins, which I'm fine. I'm actually glad they're adding glider skins because the default gliders, well, not the gliders, the wings. I'm glad they're finally adding wings because I'm surprised that there weren't wing skins when 2.0 first came out. So it did feel kind of out of place how there weren't skins, but I'm glad they're finally getting glider skins because these glider skins that they showed look very cool, and in the effects that they have too, they look amazing as well. So these glider skins, I'm glad they're coming. Alright, next up, they're revamping the ecosystem a little bit. So you know how usually when you do a data batch and you have just a bunch of unwanted echoes, you can just get rid of all of them? Now, that material that I talked about earlier, the data modifier, they're adding it to where if you use that, you can change the main stat of a 4-star echo. Now, sadly, it is only a 4-star echo. I do wish that they changed it to where you could have done 3 stars, but as of right now, it's a 4-star, but I'm still completely fine with that. So how it works is that, let's say you have an HP echo right here, HP main stat. They're making it so where if you use a data modifier, you can change the main stat. And in all honesty, I'm glad they're adding this because this makes grinding just honestly a whole lot easier, because there have been times where I've gotten a 4-cost attack echo, then a 4-cost HP, then a 4-cost defense, then back to an HP, back to an attack, and so on. It's just, I'm glad they're adding this because it makes the process of grinding for echoes a whole lot easier and a whole lot less time consuming. And one more thing I forgot to add. They're getting rid of the echo cooldown times, as you can see. So you know how usually when you defeat an echo boss, well, 4-star echo boss, you have to wait like 2 minutes before you can fight it again. They're getting rid of that now. They're changing it to where after you beat the echo, you just wait a couple of seconds, you press F, boom, the boss resets. And honestly, I think this should have been added much earlier to the game. I think the fact they're adding it just now is kind of crazy to me. I think this should have been added maybe in 1.1 or 1.2, or even it should have just been in the game at launch, because this whole the whole 2-minute timer between bosses, it just felt kind of tedious to do how you would kill a boss and then you would have to wait for it to come back and respawn instead of it just respawning instantly. It just felt kind of annoying to do just to wait, in my opinion. So I'm really glad that they're adding this change, because this change was very much needed into the game. They're adding a whole new birthday feature. So as you know, right now they have the Wuthering Waves just have a whole birthday feature, but it's kind of just there in the game. It's not very good. But now they're adding it to where you can actually have a resonator just say like happy birthday to you and whatsoever. But the thing that I like the most about this whole, oh, and also the rewards they're giving for it too. This crown that they're giving, this crown is actually probably my favorite part out of all the birthday thing, because when you get the crown, it stays on your main character, and I'm not even gonna lie, this looks tough. I like this crown. Now, although I do wish this was a permanent cosmetic, sadly it only stays on for you if it's your birthday, but this crown, y'all can't even lie. This crown looks clean, and it should have been a permanent cosmetic, but that's just me. So overall, I'm glad about the whole birthday update, well, the whole birthday quality of life thing, especially the crown, because this crown, man, it looks good. I like this crown. Now, next on the whole quality of life change that they're adding is they're adding a whole return system for our returning players. So you know how like in a Honkai Star, when you don't play the game for a while, or just in any other gacha game, they'll have like an event for returning players where they'll give you like a bunch of materials, jades, or just whatever, some material, XP, weapon XP. Wuthering Waves is finally adding this, and I'm glad they're adding this too, because there are definitely a lot of people who dropped the game in the beginning and just haven't come back. And the fact that they're adding this feature now is a very good thing, because for the people who haven't played since like the beginning, or maybe 1.1 or 1.2, and they want to come back, now they finally have materials for this and can actually catch up to everyone else. And also when you come back, the weekly bosses and also the character boss events, they're also the XP. Not the XP, the drop rates are being doubled for when you return. So overall, this is another very good quality of life change. They were cooking with these quality of life changes. Oh, and also they're giving another login for returning players as well. As you can see right here, you're getting about 10 summons just for returning to the game, which that's another good thing. It helps our returning players get characters more. I'm fine with this. We definitely needed this for the game. Next up, we're getting rewards for when the actual anniversary comes. And those rewards are, let me see if I can find it. We're getting 10 free pulls, and we're getting an Abby profile picture in-game. Now, the 10 free pulls I'm glad about, but the Abby profile picture, low-key does look kind of tough, and who knows, maybe I might switch mine to it, but overall, it's really just nothing crazy. It's just it's your usual just anniversary rewards, so I'm fine with this anniversary reward. I've been seeing a lot of people complain about the overall, like, rewards you get from all the events, and it's really not as bad as people are saying. I do think people are overreacting a little bit because of what people saw in the leaks. I mean, I haven't seen the leaks personally. Have I seen anything? No. I've seen 0 leaks, but from what I've heard about people talking about the leaks, I think people were just overhyping it, and the people who are disappointed, they kind of did it to themselves because they looked at the leaks and what they were expecting from the leaks and what officially got shown and how it didn't align with the leaks. I think that's completely their fault for just honestly having their expectations set high, being very disappointed. So I do think the rewards could have been better, but I do think people are overreacting about the rewards for the entire update though. And lastly we are just getting, it's just double top up rewards. That's it. Oh, and they're also adding a whole new anniversary shop where you can get summons, data modifiers, tuners, you can get skins for echoes, and not only that, you can also get weapon skins. The game does have weapon skins, but these 2 skins you see right here, they're event weapon skins. So you can use the currency that you can in the exchange shop for the anniversary points. You can use those to get anything here, especially these 2 weapon skins. And these 2 weapon skins, these are very good weapon skins. So if you want to go for them, I suggest you go for them. You don't have to go for them because they are just weapon skins. They're not that important, but Again, if you want to go for them, go ahead. And then finally, this is another thing that caught me off guard. We're getting 2 new character skins, as you can see. We're getting Chang Li. We're getting a swimsuit Chang Li skin and a swimsuit Carlotta skin. And I'm going to say this now. On everyone's soul, yes, your soul, on everyone's soul, let me say it again, we are copying this. We're getting the Chang Li skin and we are getting the Carlotta skin. So I'm definitely copying these skins when they drop. They're going to be dropping at 2.4 though. That's the only downside, but I can't wait that long. I can wait the entire update to buy these skins. So on everyone's soul, we are copying these skins. Just gotta say this now. We are getting these skins. And then finally, oh wait, I forgot. I forgot to mention this, but I almost skipped over it. But we're actually getting this. We're getting some new merch for Wuthering Waves. We're getting a whole chibi Cancerella figure. This looks pretty nice. It looks pretty cool. And then we're also getting a whole new then it's like a whole stackable kind of thing where you're able to stack the whole chibi resonators. They're making all the chibi resonators available to buy, by the way. Like you're able to buy all of them and you're able to just stack them on top of each other. Like it's just a little decorative thing, which I think looks nice, as you can see. So overall, these the merch that they announced, I do think it could have been better, but I'm fine with what they announced. And for the final thing that they showed, the final announcement, y'all gotta see this. Look at this. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. This is not a joke. Even though it's coming in 2026, they announced a collab with Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And they said that we could see characters from Night City in Wuthering Waves. So who knows, maybe we could see David or Lucy, hopefully both, playable in 2026 for Wuthering Waves. And in all honesty, I think this is the best announcement out of this whole live stream. Like, I think the fact that we might get a playable David and Lucy in a video game is just, honestly, it's crazy to me, and I really just can't wait to see more announcements from this. And I do hope that we do get an actual update from this. I do hope we get updates, because unlike Honkai Star Rail, Kuro Games, they actually do give announcements and they do keep the player base updated. So I do hope that we do get updates from this collab. I hope they're just not as transparent and they don't say anything like Honkai Star Rail with the fake collab, but let me not get off topic here. So overall, this collab, I can't wait. I'm hoping that Lucy and David are the characters that are announced for this collab. We don't know who these characters are for the announcement, so again, hoping for Lucy and David. And man, just thinking about this update, man, it's just, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I wasn't expecting Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Like, when I was watching it, I was listening to the music that was playing. I was like, what is this? And then when I heard them play I Really Want to Stay at Your House, I was like, no way they did Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Like, man, it's crazy to think that we're gonna get Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Wuthering Waves. Man, god, I really can't wait for this update, man. Like when Cyberpunk Edge Runners comes out, we can't wait. I can't wait for this. And that's all the announcements for Wuthering Waves 2.3. So overall, this update, it's gonna be the best, easily. It's gonna be the best update for Wuthering Waves. The amount of content that they have, the amount of updates that they're giving, and the banners too. What they're giving for returning players and new players, there really is like no excuse to honestly get on Wuthering Waves now. Like, I suggest you actually get on Wuthering Waves, because the update, it comes out on April 29th. That's in 10 days from now. So you have time to save your Astrolites, grind up a little bit for whichever character you want in 2.3. So if you haven't started playing Wuthering Waves, if you want to get into the game, I suggest you start playing now. And if you are a returning player, I suggest that you hop on the game now, grind up some Astrolites, save for whichever character you do want. So overall, if you haven't played Wuthering Waves, if you played it once, then you're thinking about coming back to it, come back to it now. Or if you haven't played the game, if you're thinking about trying it, try it now. Now, I will admit, the only downside that I personally saw from this live stream was that there was no rerun of Shorekeeper, Cantarella, and Kanya, but obviously they weren't going to get rerun because they're in the current patch. So for the people who did miss Cantarella, Camellia, and Shorekeeper, for the people who do want them, they're not going to be able to get them because they were on the last patch, so there is that. So sadly, they're not going to get rerun again, but it makes sense. So overall, this update might be a 10 out of 10, but I'm giving it, as of right now, a calm 9 out of 10. Once I actually play the update, once it comes out, maybe my rating would change, but I'm sitting at a 9 out of 10, and when I do play the update, hopefully it's 10 out of 10. But overall, I can't wait. I'm excited for it, especially the Cyberpunk collab, man, because if we get a playable David and Lucy, oh my god, it's gonna do numbers. This game's gonna do numbers when this collab drops. So anyway, thank you all for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, my bad if I went a little bit off topic, or if I just sound a little more just, hyper than usual. I did have a drink during this. I had a Sprite, and I am also tired still. So I'm gonna finish recording this video, and I'm gonna upload it later. It's probably gonna go up tonight, maybe, or during the day, but who knows. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And if you guys also do like this update, comment down below if you guys liked it, or if you guys didn't like it, which I don't really see why you wouldn't like this update, because this update's absolutely amazing. So if you guys did like the update, you didn't, comment down below, and make sure to like and share this video, and subscribe if you want more content like this. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.